Hey, it's Chronologically Gaming, the only channel that's perpetually retro because we're playing every video game in order of release. We're playing everything on handheld, everything on console, everything on home computer, and everything in the arcade. Welcome to October 1982.
We have a live audience. Are you a live audience?
And we were last playing Blackbeard's Treasure on the Texas Instruments TI-994A, but we actually didn't get to play it because this is one of those titles that is either lost or there's no dump found online. And with that, let's press forward and see our next game. Next is the other home computer, the top home computer, at least on my scale, for all the games you could play on the Apple II. This is Brainteaser Boulevard. I am not familiar with Brainteaser Boulevard, but it sounds interesting. Let's take a look at the box to see what it's all about. Ooh. It says Pro Game at the top, but if you look down the bottom left, it says it's by Chuckles or Chuck Boucher. So we're in for a treat. Brainteaser Boulevard is one of the very last games to be published by, I think it's the very last game to ever be published by the California Pacific Computer Company. This is the 8th game that they've done. And the front of the box is actually difficult to describe. It looks like we are walking an old lady across the street and we're both going to die. That's what it looks like. And it looks like we have to also avoid birds flying in the sky. You know what it really looks like? It looks like an arcade video game. So it's going to be a lot of fun on our Apple II. Let's see what other artwork we have for Brainteaser Boulevard. So the back of the box says it's the most dangerous street in the city. It's your duty as a scout to help the little old lady in sneakers across the boulevard, and it's going to take skill, daring, and luck to get both of you through the maze of hurtling cars and speeding trucks alive. A good scout's always prepared. Are you ready for Brainteaser Boulevard? Well, I'm not sure. Is it pro game or program? Good point, Manly. I'm not sure. But down the bottom left, there it is, California Pacific Computer Company. This is the 8th and very last game that they published. And remember, they're the ones that brought us Ultima. Yes, that's right, Brian. If you already looked ahead and knew about the game ahead of time. This is also by Chuckles or Chuck Boucher. It's the 5th game we've seen him done. Way to go, Chuck. Here's how to play if you open up the inside sleeve. We got the keyboard, and actually we're going to be able to see this one later and zoom in closer on it. There's our 5 1/4 floppy disk. Brainteaser Boulevard. This is not the end of Chuckles. This is just the end of California Pacific Computer Company. We're going to see a lot more by Chuckles later on. He's got more games coming. There's an example of the screenshot giving away what kind of game this is. Yeah, here we go. This is how to play Brainteaser Boulevard. You can use keyboard and joystick control if you want to as well. There's the keyboard controls. You can also do advanced difficulty or beginner. Toggle the sound on and off. They do that on the Apple II because sometimes it gets a little ear grating on you. And you can also see the high score. Do your good deed for the day. Save those little old ladies. We're going to see what happens. Let's pop in and play Brainteaser Boulevard. This is at some time in October 1982. And I believe it's B for Brainteaser Boulevard to load it up. Awesome. This is only available on the Apple II, and this marks our 394th game we've played for the Apple II. That's how many's out there. I want to play this with joystick for sure. And go. And we are advanced gamers here on Chronologically Gaming. I'm going to hit A for advanced. Yes. The game begins like an arcade. It looks like an attract mode. Look, it's playing, and you can already see what the game is like. This brings back all those memories in 1981 of playing Freeway by David Crane, the very first video game to take the premise of let's walk across the street and get to the other side. But this one does a lot more liberties than that. But it's obviously playing a lot more on Frogger. All right, let's go in, push and enter. Here we go. All right, so the game begins. I'm on the bottom of the screen as a little stick figure moving left and right. My lives are displayed in the bottom left as men in hats, but you make your way across. They switched out the viewpoint. When you get to the other side, it plays a little ditty. You pick up one of the grandmas, and then you have to very carefully move back across the street. So you're going across, that was close, and back. And then whenever you get to the other side, it plays another ditty. It shows you how many grandmas you've rescued. It is a game for the Good Samaritan, or the Good Scout, if you're a Boy Scout in North America. And I believe this was only available in North America because how many other places? I guess everyone would help an old lady across the street, so it should be universal, right? But this one gives you more freedom than it did with the original one we played, Freeway. You can actually move around as if it was Frogger. So this one plays a lot more like Frogger than Freeway did. And remember, we're on advanced difficulty. We're doing pretty good. In my playtests, I was dying a lot and killing a lot of grandmas, but we're looking all right. Yes, bring it on. Be very careful. Nice. Yes. We're on a roll. I can't believe how many grandmas we're able to rescue. Yeah, isn't the perspective weird, Palpuck? You're starting what looked like the side view when you're looking top down at the cars, but whenever you move to the top of the screen, then it switches to... Oh, and we got splattered by a semi. Make our way... Oh, man. Yep. Okay, now I gotta focus. The semis are driving a lot faster now. Nice and easy. Okay, good. Now that we got the grandma, you gotta be careful because you also move a little bit slower when you go back down the other side. No, we both died. Oh, man. Not a good day. It also doesn't have a reprieve. There's no grassy area. You know, before you jump on the logs, it's the same just freeway the entire time. Oh, gosh. And if you run into the side of the semi, you die, too. Oh, it makes sense, Manly, of course. How do we explain? I guess we're rolling with the grandma as we go across the side of the road. I will give Apple II this, though. Of all the games that you could play on home computers, Apple II has some of the most brutal video games so far. I'm looking at People Pong, where you're literally bouncing people around and they splatter on the ground. One of the first games we played that was killing someone. Oh, that means game over. That sound means it's game over. And we died, so we can go, what, back in? Escape? Oh, there you go. So it does play with the same mode advanced after you hit spacebar. And the cars speed up, go faster and faster, but this screen is what you get. So this is all the experience. I already see Chiptune throwing out 2.5 stars of all the games you could play. It is possible to kill just the grandma and keep yourself alive, but so far, I've been very unfortunate. We're both dying when we go across the street. Oh, there you go. There it is. We didn't rescue any grandma. The grandma got splattered, but we lived. I think grandma needs to find another street to go across. This is too dangerous. You do have the ability to go back and forth, but gameplay is very, very simple. Oh, man, they're getting fast. You got to watch where you're going across the street. Yeah, I see some 3s also in chat, too. Yes, Apple II. It sounds like an Apple II. It's playing like an Apple II. We got the joystick in. You even have the choice to do the Atari if you have the Joyport adapter. We're playing with just the Apple II joystick. At this point, though, I mean, we played 300... This is our 394th game on the Apple II. There is so many joysticks that you could be playing. I think you have to wait for it to load after that. Yeah, there we go. All right, so obviously this is Frogger-like. This marks our 24th game we played that is like Frogger. And as far as all the games you could play like Frogger on home computers, I would give a few nods to better Frogger titles. This one's still fun. This one's charming, but there's better ones out there. And some of the better ones would be Pacific Coast Highway on the Atari home computer. Preppy, that was available for the Atari home computer. Meltdown actually has the game premise like this one. Meltdown was on the Atari home computer, and it was in a nuclear reactor. As I get splattered again. You go to the top of the screen, you get a uranium rod, and then you come back down, but it had a lot more challenges than this. It felt like there was more to the game than just the street. And the setting was pretty cool for Meltdown. But I'd still say Princess and the Frog is better than this one, Zargs is better than this one, and even T.I. Toad is a better game than this one. Of all the Frogger-style games you could play on home computers. But, I mean, there's way more of Frogger games we played thus far. Yeah, it's a good Frogger twist. It even gives you that Freeway vibe by David Crane, so I give it props for that. And we're doing what David Crane wanted to do originally. I believe Freeway wanted to be Bloody Highway or something about you're getting splattered on the highway. And here it is. It happened. Chuckles did it. He made that game that David Crane wanted to make right here on the Apple II. They say, hey, Punk Rock Biker, welcome. All right, so there you go. Of all the games so far, it's also to be noted that this is the very first, if not the first, game that is an escort mission video game. We are actually doing an escort or escorting someone across. Of all the games we've played so far, we've done transport missions, you know, like Lunar Lander, where you're picking someone up in a ship. But this is the first time a character is escorting another character all the way across. You can fact check me on that one, but I'm going to call this one the very first. Brainteaser Boulevard is it. So of all the games you can play right now across all home computers, it's still around average for all the titles so far. You've, of course, given it a meh 3. Yeah, I'm going to say average. 3 stars. Most people in the chat are around the 3-star, maybe even 2.5, but it's average for all the titles you could play up to this point. It is notable for being escort, but it's not going to do any favors. Most escort games aren't very fun. All right, with that, let's press forward and see our next game. After this commercial break, we're going to Japan. No, don't do that. There we go. Bring on the games. Look at the cartridges. It's got so many video games and programs. All we care about are the video games, though. That's a cute little ditty. This is the NEC PC 6001 series of home computers. Up to this point, this one is the 3rd game we've played that is the NEC PC 6001. We weren't able to play the other 2. They were Frogger and Amadar, but I wasn't able to find them. But here it is. This is Canyon Climber. This one is, like most of the games that are found on this home computer in Japan, kind of hard to come by. The only thing I have is a cartridge, and I believe this is a cartridge someone had refabricated. It's not even the actual cartridge for Canyon Climber. So notice it says NEC Trek on it, but we're playing this home computer across all the models of the 6000 series, because there's quite a bit. But that's it. That's all I have for artwork. That's how obscure this game is. We do have, we have 2 different ways we can play it, but we're going to pop in and play some Canyon Climber on the NEC PC 6001. Let's go. This is developed originally by James Guerin and Steve Bjork. This is by NEC, published by NEC at sometime in October 1982. Wow, hear those tunes coming out of the home computer. It's so good. We've already seen this one on the Coco, the Apple II, and the Atari home computer back in June of 1982. This one is the final version of Canyon Climber. And this will be the first time that they played this in Japan. Next year, they might be able to get another title, but this is the last time you can play that. Listen to the music. That's so good. That's like Atari home computer good. Yeah, we're going from Frogger variants to Donkey Kong variants. It's all on the home computer here. All right, so we push the button and go. Oh, that's right. I got to plug it in. Plug it in. There. And now, push a button and go. It works. All you have to do is push a button and then you play the game, and we're rocking. Nice. Now, when we originally saw this on the other home computers, Canyon Climber is obviously like Donkey Kong. It's playing similar to other variants we saw, like Cannonball Blitz. But the first level, you're supposed to make your way from platform to platform, just walking across, avoiding the goats, planting dynamite on the bridges. And make sure those pesky goats do not juke you because they're so random. All right, this means I got to double back. See, watch the goat. He may switch up anytime. At least it was really random. Whoa! They did the shake effect like they did in the others. Okay, so second round, we have a shield. I'm going to pick that up to block the arrows. Avoid the arrows, make our way over to the side. Oh, and that shield ran out really fast. But then you got to jump over arrows. So screen number 2 is doing same justice we saw on the other versions. What I love about this is we've already played quite a few platformers. You gotta watch yourself fall when you die. But this one's hardcore platforming. Lots of jumping, running and jumping. It really is a great Donkey Kong variant. The tunes, though, the music's so good. This is up there with, you have to go back and listen to the Atari home computer version. This music is either as good as, or maybe even slightly better as the Atari home computer. Oh, the graphic-wise? Yeah, I could see that, Brian, yeah. Oh, very nice, Palpuck. Added to the public domain music. I love it. So I'm actually not sure about the publisher on this because it was Japan first, but it's possible that Datasoft did this one as the port itself. But I was just going to give credit because this is the cassette or the cartridge by in Japan, and it gives credit to James Guerin down at the bottom. All right, so let's go in again. I got to get to level 3. You got to. Let's plan them all. No. Oh, the goat juked me. But we got both explosives on it. Let's see. Yeah. Again, I think you only get 3 lives, and then that's it. So you got to play tight and great. My original testing, I was looking fantastic. Nothing died. I made to the last level every time and thought I was good, but it's because this first level is so random. Whoa, that's interesting, Palpuck. All right, we're getting the explosives down. We'll just go all the way to the detonator, and then we're all set. But we're not looking good on lives. We got to make it past all of the Indians. Boom. Sweet. This marks our 29th Donkey Kong variant across all platforms, everything. All right, I'm going to lose it fast. I remember now. They do give me point credit for jumping over everything, just like they do in Donkey Kong. That's nice. Let's keep going. We'll go for the shield again. There we go. So 29 other games that play pretty similar and close to Donkey Kong. Why isn't the shield wasn't going away? It had different timing. This is the first one. Okay, let's go in again. I still love the gameplay. The premise is still excellent. Wait, did it not plant the... It didn't. Remember in Donkey Kong, whenever you get to the girder scene, you can jump over the girder and it removes them? Here, you have to be on the ground walking to set the dynamite. It doesn't set itself when you jump over like that. There we go. Nice. Yeah, after last night, if you put anything in the chat that is something historical, you have to back it up with references. You can't just spout a bunch of random things. We need quotations. All right, here we go. We're going for the detonator now on the top left. Looking good. We got all the lives. All right, so this version is excellent. This one is very similar to... Yes, go, go, go. Oh, I wonder if it's based on how many arrows hit your shield rather than the time. Let's try it out. Get that one there. But this is still an excellent way to play Donkey Kong. Yeah, it looks like after 3 arrows, then it runs out. No, and I got the timing wrong. You got to watch him fall the whole time. He's got to get to the bottom at some point. So this one has 3 screens, and we will see it if I do not die on the arrows. Wow, yeah. It's quicker. It feels a little bit faster than the other versions, too. Thanks, Mark. I know the graphics look very similar to the Coco. So I give the nod to the graphics. Do we get credit? No. We got the jump points, not the planting the bombs. Wait, easy, easy. I know that goat's going to try juking me. Watch him. Watch him. Okay, we're good. Moving to the next one. This is still very fun, plays really well, and bear in mind, that was this is the 29th Donkey Kong-like game, not official Donkey Kong games, but it's everywhere, on handhelds, on arcade, on all home computers, on consoles, so there's really not that many to compare to. All right, go, 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 go. Blow it up. Yes. This is still great. Excellent, excellent game. All right, so it looks like 3 arrows, and then it'll run out for us. 3, and then go. 4. Oh, maybe it is timed. No. Oh, okay. Curtis is already looking up the computer. Boy, it looks so similar. What? This inclined area, you have to think of your jumps a little bit different. It's similar to the girders in... Yeah, it's similar to the girders in Donkey Kong. I really want to see the 3rd level because it's a blast. It's very difficult because it brings the platforming up to 11. This is the easier side. And I say that when I'm dying because of goats and arrows. Yeah, I like the sound though. This is the very first game on the NEC PC 6000 series we've actually been able to play. The other two were Amadar and Frogger, and they're not what you expect. They don't really play like or look like Amadar and Frogger, but we weren't able to play them. And so this is the very first time we've actually played a game on this home computer from Japan. Yes. Okay, here we go. Blow it up. We got all our lives. Let's do it. Got our shield. I think we can just go fast. 1, 2, 3. What did my... Oh, it must be random. The shield is random? That's crazy. Just got to make our way to the top. We can do it. I'm just going to forget the shield, go for the jumps. What? I don't know how that... It's like sometimes he jumps short and sometimes he jumps long. And I think it's based on the platform because it's slowly going up. All right, here we go. Come on, make the jump. Yes. Yes. Go, go, go. Got it. I'm going to make that one. Yes. And he flies up like in the other ones. Nice. Oh, here we go. Now it's time for the bird poop level. Make sure the birds do not get you. This is what I meant by platforming. Look at these platforms. This is why Donkey Kong was made, for games like this. And then the birds. Get off of me. It worked. I did it. Yes, we made it to the top. Oh, wait. Wait, we were supposed to... I thought it was going to end, but we have to keep going. Or does the goat boot you to the top whenever you get to the end of the level? It's awesome. So funny. All right, there you go. There's a quick taste of Canyon Climber for the NEC PC 6001. Still great. Of all the games you could play right now on home computers, the sound is awesome. I love the way it sounds. Yeah, 3 levels are varied. It's a very good Donkey Kong variant. I'm still going to say 4 stars. I even could go, when we played these before, around 4.5, like one of the best games you could play right now. It's still great. This is excellent. I'm going to say 4 stars for this one. Looking over the chat, I see some 3.5s and 4s. Yes. Yeah, and the music is a good one too. All right, so 4 stars for Canyon Climber. Excellent for a home computer game. Yeah, lots of 4 stars down there, even some 3s. Maybe we'll get some trolls later in another game, Manly. All right, after going to Japan, let's go to the United Kingdom next. Our next release is Castle of Riddles on the BBC Micro. Let's see what it's all about, starting with the box. Castle of Riddles. Only for the BBC Model B. So if you have the Model A, the one with less memory, you can't play it here. You have to go for the high-end model to play Castle of Riddles. Let's flip it over on the back, and there's nothing. Nothing on the back whatsoever. Do we have any other artwork for Castle of Riddles? The front of the box looks more like, it actually is its namesake. It's a castle. There's lightning. Very, very simple, but it is by Acorn Soft. This marks the 10th game that we've played here on the show by Acorn Soft, all in the United Kingdom, and I believe all are on the BBC Micro. But as we go in the game, you'll see that this is similar to most games we played. This marks our 29th game we played on the BBC. The story so far. Oh, wait, before I read the story, this is by Peter Kilworth. Peter Kilworth is the one that did Philosopher's Quest, one of the most archaic and crazy puzzle text adventure games that you could play across all home computers, especially in the United Kingdom, all the micros. Peter Kilworth, if he did this one, then this has got to be one of those crazy hard text adventure games. Speaking in a whisper, the wizard reveals his purpose. We got a story. So the wizard is telling us that there's a... Oh, okay, so we have a warlock that's in his castle. We're going to go in the castle and take care of the warlock. He snuck into the castle and made himself at home, and he's booby-trapped the entire place. And so we found, oh, he has the Ring of Power. So we have to get the Ring of Power back from the warlock that's in the wizard's castle. We feel more confident now. Booby traps, rings, you're in comfortable ground. And so he gives us some words of advice, how to get the treasure back. And then he says, off you go then, shouts the wizard, before you can ask him any more useful information. such as where any of the booby traps are. And that's kind of what they're doing. They're throwing us to the wolves. There's the cassette we're going to play. The video game. That's right. Cassettes are how we play video games on micros right now. All you got to do is load Castle to play. With an example of the screenshot. Nice. Yes, Richard, yes. And this is another one of those that's very hard. All right, let's pop in and play Castle of Riddles. This is Peter Kilworth, published by Acornsoft at some time in October 1982. There it is. All right, you want to start from the initial position? Yes, we do. We are not loading anything. We're going to go from the very beginning of Castle of Riddles. Here we go. Yes, get your map skills up and ready. You're standing south of the wizard's castle, which stands on a hill above a vast forest to the south. Paths go northeast and northwest around the castle walls, and a dark gateway leads north into the castle. The castle walls are unclimbable, but there are ledges and ramparts visible far above. Now, any game that we've seen in a text adventure game that uses not the primary cardinal directions, but the northeast and northwest, then you know they're going for the complexity. So that's it. Here we go. We're going to be going northwest. Can we just say NW? Does it work? What? Would you like another game? No. Can I say no? Oh, maybe it doesn't. What about go NW? Oh, no. We have to type the whole thing out. Go north west. Uh-oh. It's not reading the text parser. Hello? Mistake? Look. Does look work? Uh-oh. Everything's doing a mistake. Maybe the text parser's messed up. Do I have an inventory? Uh-oh. Doesn't look promising. We'll try it again then. We'll just quit out and then come right back and see if it works for us. Let's try a little reset. Yes, very much a classic text adventure game, especially when it's not working. All right, do you want to start from the initial position? Yes, we do. Let's try it again. Now, I believe there's two versions of the game. There's a version 1, version 2, that's in 1983, where they fixed the bugs. We might have version 1, and it might have bugs. But, I mean, obviously, you should be able to play the game. Like, it has another... Yeah, it should be able to play this part, not just the text parser having a problem. Okay, so we have ramparts above. If we do look, what happens? It should repeat the same. Uh-oh. Would you like another game? No. What if I say yes? It understands that? Okay, so does it only be able to start from an... does it only let us start the whole game over again? Castle of Riddles. Maybe we're already starting the first riddle to get the game to work correctly. That's right, Pal Puck. That's what it should be. All right, let's try this again. Go... Let's do the whole thing. Northwest. Go northwest. No, it's not reading it. I don't know why. If I say yes again, it's going to start the whole thing over. That's so strange. Now, I know the version 1 has bugs, but this is beyond bugged. This is really bad. Now, of all the play tests and walkthroughs that I've seen, all of them are playing on version 2, so maybe that's a sign. Yes, that's right, Chip 2. Maybe we should just turn off and go play Donkey Kong or Canyon Climber on the PC 6001. All right, so we can restart from a saved game type S. I don't think it's going to load anything if we do that, but we might as well give it a try. It's going to search. Maybe we got a save file that's on here that'll load. I'm not sure. This is another text adventure game. This marks our 207th text-only adventure game we've played on the show, but I don't know if we're going to count this one as playing if it doesn't even load. That's right, James. It's all Peter Kilworth's fault. Or maybe we're supposed to type something different from the very beginning. No, we're supposed to be able to go or move in a certain direction. I don't think the database is going to load for us either. All right, well, you know what? I'll blow it out and then try one more time just to see if we get anything from Castle of Riddles. Or we'll try again on version 2. Maybe there's a version 2 out there that we should be playing. All right, so go from initial position. Yep, got it. And then I want to go... Well, how about we go northeast? Go northeast. No, yeah, I think something's wrong with the game. Darn. Well, I guess we're not going to get far in that one. Quit and cut it and print it. So there you go. Didn't really get to play anything from Castle of Riddles, and I really hope it's because of the version. Like, I really hope this is a wrong version, and we can actually play some of the text adventure game. I was all set and ready to get us some... Yeah, I even tried Look manually. It didn't even work. It just kept saying, do you want to play a new game? If this is part of the puzzle, drop me a line and let me know. But in the meantime, I'm going to have to go... you're broken. Castle of Riddles is way broken. We have played Philosopher's Quest, and that one did work correctly. That was by Acorn Soft, so if we can get the correct version, maybe we'll try it again and boot up Castle of Riddles and see what happens. I know, bummer, Ubicore. I wanted to see what kind of traps were in the Castle of Riddles. We'll try again next time. So, and with that, we sadly got to put our video game playing on pause or break the game altogether so you can't play ever again. Just a reminder to everyone, we're playing every video game in all regions all over the world on all systems, home computers, handhelds, the arcade, and home consoles. Next time on Chronologically Gaming, more strategy games, this time from Avalon Hill and the cutest alien we've ever seen in a video game. That's it for today, and like I always say, Chronologically Gaming combines joystick and fire button action. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let us know if we missed any games along the way. This video would not be possible without Launchbox, RetroArch, and MAME. Tell all your friends there's some crazy guy named Chronologically Gaming trying to play every single video game. We have links down below that'll send you to places like our Discord and Patreon, and one that says all the video games we've ever played. If you go there, it's a list of everything, and you can click right to the game you want to see. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We are perpetually retro, and we will catch you next time.